killing all those chickens and sending them to fry. Now they want revenge. Ghost chickens in the sty. Which is where the ghost pigs are supposed to be. Shoot, that probably means the ghost pigs have gotten into the coop again. And this concludes another chapter of The Farmer's Almanac by John Farmer. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. Welcome to Short Horror Saturday here at twitch.tv/purblindgamer. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Well, happy belated Thanksgiving. Did I test? Yes. They're having some trouble with the TTS, but it seems to be working now. I do hope everybody had a lovely holiday and got to gorge themselves silly. Unless you don't live in the United States and don't celebrate the holiday, in which case I hope you still had sufficient food. Yeah. But we ended up having a good time. And to the Queen Mary, actually. And thank you to everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. It was on Thanksgiving. We did another audiobook stream of Cold Harbor. And on Thanksgiving Eve, we played more of A Nameless Inheritance. Who knows how much more we have left to go. And before that, it was Nancy Drew, The White Wolf of Icicle Creek. But I did promise I would try to play a somewhat themed game, and here's one I'd been meaning to play for a while. It's my friend Tay, who was the reason I got into Twitch, first suggested it, and then I got it on some Steam sale. And it's a pretty big game, like now 9 gigs, somewhat resource intensive, but I believe my computer can handle it if we turn all the settings down to the minimum. And it'll still look great. But it's about a chicken, which I know is not what is traditionally eaten on Thanksgiving, but it's a close relative. They're practically cousins, the chicken and the turkey, until some ornithologist comes into chat and says, actually, it's a little more complicated than that. And I'll be like, yeah, well, whatever. They both taste good roasted, and that's all that matters. And, hey, I have to do a bit of work this week, so I don't... Well, I'm supposed to be on break, but then I don't know how busy next week will be, but I'm still hoping we'll do the Halloween special a week from tomorrow, and then my streamiversary after that. Not much else important. Let's get started. Getting pecked to death, shall we? It's like that episode of the Little Rascals, where Weezer has a nightmare. Here we are. DLC Breakout. Oh boy. I've always wanted to play the progenitor of Arkanoid with giant chickens. I think we can indulge in some medium shadows, chat. How is this going to actually... Capturing, yes. It occurs to me this might look smoother if we cap the frames and then run... What's it called? It always worries me, like... What are you doing, computer? I should have thought of this before stream, but... I'll have it all capped in just a moment. That's weird. There we go. Dylan Bassett presents. Chicken feet.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to the most sophisticated, beautiful, and intricate science facilities in the entire world. I'll be your guide today. You can call me Sergeant Corey. I can't actually tell you what my real name is for confidential reasons, but I always thought Corey was a nice name. Anyway, we've got a lot of work to do. I'm sure you've already been informed. A giant chicken? Lots of death? Yeah, it's a pretty bad problem. But I have faith in us. We're gonna make a great team. I'm tracking your location, so I'll always know where you are. I'm here to help. Now, enjoy the glamour while you still can.
Darling Corey, I mean Sergeant,
You'll be heading
darling.
deep into this facility, and I promise you, this is the best that it'll look.
Goober.
All right, our first destination is actually below us. So, find a way to get there. Maybe through a vent? Good luck.
Use a vent to get to the next area. Sitting by a roadside on a summer's day, chatting with my messmates, passing time away. Lying in the shadows underneath the trees, goodness how delicious, eating goober peas. That's about enough of that. Is that a vent? Requires a screwdriver. Interesting art in these research facilities. Ooh, we have a stamina bar. Jumping use stamina? Yep. That's... Oh, nice. The items glow. I appreciate that.
Hey, I just want to tell you, you gotta be very careful here. You really shouldn't underestimate this thing. If you do see the chicken, just run. Try to hide somewhere where he can't reach you.
It's a he. So, a rooster, if you will. But you can't call a game Rooster Feet. What about rooster teeth? Team achievement. You fell. Uh-oh. God, I love the movement. So, before we attract his attention, where are we going to hide? This looks problematic. The shadows, maybe? Aha, we scared him off.
You saw it? Be very careful. Make sure you don't let it catch you. Obviously.
Well, he ran away from me. He's being a chicken.
Listen. I know this might seem annoying, but there are 3 levers down here that you'll need to pull. They'll open the door that's going to let you proceed. Now, I understand how redundant that may seem, but it's all in the name of security.
Huh.
All right, good luck. I'll talk to you soon. Be careful down there.
There's no way to manually trigger or remotely trigger the levers? No? Okay, cool. Yeah. Ah. There we are. Shoot. Hopefully she didn't hear that. Vent. I remember seeing you could slide. I heard her, or him. What's that?
We just moved Sebastian into the red cell while work continues downstairs. I know he isn't really a human, but the things they do to him, they're horrible. It's like growing up in prison, but worse. He's got no friends, no freedoms. I honestly don't know why Eric is doing all of this to him. At least he has an education. But even then, I think it's just for the sake of testing. So what if he's genetically modified? A human's a human, right?
Oh, we're not talking about the chicken, I thought. For a second I was like, the chicken got an education. Yep. Yep. Well, he's not as nearsighted as monsters and guards in some of these here stealth games. Can you lean? No. Oh, key. Oh. Oh, shit. How smart is he? No. How good is his hearing? Oh. Aha. No. He looped back around. Aha. No, we're not hiding in there. We lost our screwdriver. Oops. Damn. It's like the white chicken of Shadow Ranch all over again. Did it save after we pulled the second levers or no? Water tank container. Icy series. An icy water tank. Just weird, does it kind of look like when you start running it, the world extends away from you. Like in Vertigo, kind of. So the levers reset. Oop. Oh my gosh. I love it. Can it hear
Just
those
moved Sebastian
talking?
into the red cell while work continues downstairs. He's got no friends, no freedoms.
I already heard it all.
I honestly don't know why Eric is doing all of this to him. At least he has an education. But even then, I think it's just for the sake of testing.
Streamer streaming game on stream. Streamer, I'm afraid. Streamer, you must pause my stream.
just
Streamer
got a
got a
raid.
raid. Here's a raider leading raiders. Welcome raider, welcome
Hey.
raiders. Are the raiders alligators? Raider, raider,
Dragon
grackle.
of the West 412. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing tonight? Aaron, what were you playing? You guys, please go check out Dragon of the West 412.
Yes, I'm being followed by a Twitch viewer.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Twitch
Crimson
viewer,
A4.
Twitch
Welcome to the
viewer.
community. And welcome everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who plays a mixture of action games and adventure games and a lot of horror games. And tonight we're playing Chicken Feet in honor of Thanksgiving because chickens are almost like turkey. And playing, oh, Raft. Oh, how was that, Dragon? I hope you had a good stream. Oh, and David Alexander, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing all right, thanks. I had a reasonably relaxing break, even though I still have to do a bit more stuff for work, or I should, but overall it's been good. Nice to have several days off work, even if it's never enough. And I had a good Thanksgiving. I hope all of you guys did too, those of you who celebrate. And tonight we're playing Chicken Feet, which is a horror game in which, well, we have to deal with a giant chicken and not get killed, which won't be that easy. But yeah, I really appreciate it, Dragon. Hey, and Zatara is here too. Welcome in. How are you, Zatara? Thanks. Yeah, I actually had a pretty good Thanksgiving this year. Good food. So we have to pull 3 levers at this point, and we don't know why. There's a giant chicken down here running amok. It's as with some scientific experiments they were doing. You know science, chat. It's never a good idea. Did I backtrack? Oh, you were able to play a Thanksgiving game during your internet blackout? Shoot. Oh, there I must be going. And that's what happens when you mess with the chicken. Also, I had my headphones on backwards again. Well, I don't know. You have somebody named Sergeant Corey talking to us and guiding us. So, the military may have had a hand in this, and we're sent to clean up. Betrayer. Oh, it said like the New England country, like around the time of the first Thanksgiving. Curious. If we can hide in there, but they can probably see us through the glass. I don't know. Okay, we need that key no matter what. Now maybe the key unlocks that door. Oh yeah, the Roanoke colony disappearance. Oh, similar time period. One of the great mysteries of American history. Well, how was Raft tonight, Dragon? Did you run into Medusa? Is that... The third... Yes, there it is. Oh. Door kicking chicken. How smart is he? Oh. Not that. Oh, glad it went well. Shit. Old Fowler here is totally Delaware St. Johning it, as they say. You are laughing way too hard at this one. Hello.
Streamer streaming game on stream. Streamer, I'm afraid. Streamer, you must pause my stream. Streamer got a raid. Here's a raider leading raiders. Welcome welcome raiders. Are the raiders alligators? Raider crackle.
Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing tonight? You guys, please go check out Mnemonic Man. What were you playing tonight? Raid times! Welcome in, everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who plays a mixture of action games and adventure games and shooters and platformers and horror games. Tonight we're playing a horror game about a chicken. You wouldn't think the chickens are scary, but you haven't seen this chicken. Yes, giant chicken games. This ain't your grandfather's Pekakana, too. Forever Skies. Oh, interesting. Subnautica, but in the skies. And a bunch of creepy creatures trying to kill you as you fly around? Well, I'd appreciate you bringing your community here. What did you say, Zatara? Oh yeah, it does make a good ghost story. Chickens are without fear. These roosters are surprisingly bold, you know? Out of all those genres you play, are you good at any of them? Define good, Airplane Lion. Why I don't play RTS games anymore. Because I won't be good at them. Oh yeah, very distant relatives of dinosaurs. They have that fearlessness. Though if you chase the chicken, will they run away? Unless, you know, they're really big. Like, a Scissorman mod. You said a Scissorman mod for... Oh, for this game. Yeah, one of my favorite incidents of chickens in games was Rocket Knight Adventures, right before you fight triple train trouble, you run a mining cart through a chicken coop. A bunch of the chickens fly away, except one who keeps flying around you until you get to the boss fight. I explained that by believing that Sparkster's father was turned into a chicken, and they were reunited in that scene. Didn't sound quite so stupid when I was 7 years old. Or 8 years old, whatever. Good thing is that Fowler has a terribly short memory. But, I remember there was a rooster at our school when I was quite young. Yeah, our school had goats and chickens and ducks. It was weird. It would charge at you. Quite bellicose, these roosters. Damn. I swear he blocked off that passage. It wasn't like that before. Oh, nice. It's saved here right before he makes an unexpected entrance. Oh, we're not doing that anymore? Okay. I have to go in here. Yeah, see, this was closed up before. He's moving the grates around. Oh. Here. Nope. That is, Forever Sky is a really large game mnemonic, man. Like, I know Subnautica can take many streams to play. Do we get Steam achievements for pulling out one of his tail feathers? Okay, so it is a significantly sized game. But fun, I hope. This is, yeah, definitely closed off. And this is just, yeah. Do you see me? Yeah, he saw me. It would be a lot harder to play if he didn't have his shadow. Oh, I'm building a pretty big airship in it. Throw something to distract him. Just try and run past him. He's got good vision, but not as much follow through. That music just means he's near, or simply he's getting closer. There you go, JT Cluck. Shoot. Shoot. Wait. Oh, shoot. What was I supposed to know? The bird wasn't a bird brain. Shit. Lingered too long. So wait, is the door back this way? I think. Yes. Okay. The barn. Oh, that sounds safe. They never have chickens in barns, do they, chat? Cooper.
All right, you made it. Nice job.
Hiya, Gary.
We're getting closer. Just keep going.
Is that the head of an actual chicken, or is it? It's kind of metallic. Gary Cooper, the cyborg rooster.
This is Mrs. Lawrence, Sebastian's new teacher. I am here with a progress report. He's coming along very nicely. He's improving in practically every way. Reading, writing, and speaking. I do have one concern. He seems to have scars on his body. I don't mention this in an accusatory way. What happens when I'm not here isn't any of my business. I just thought I would bring it up in case they were self-inflicted. I'll be back next week.
We don't know details about Sebastian yet, but think. He's some sort of genetically modified humanoid creature. How does this all relate back to the chicken? Okay. Can't pick up the shovel. Ah. Long till he finds his way into the barn. Excuse me. Oh, it's dark. Please tell me that's a light switch. Oh, no. Drop down if need be. It might break my neck. Town Square, 0.7 miles. Hiding place. My question is how well chickens can see in the dark. Also, what exactly I'm supposed to be doing here?
According to my map, the exit to this area is locked, and it can't be opened from your current location. Looks like you'll need to get up there, where that blue light is. There should be an elevator system that can help you.
To the blue light. Big old farm, or big old barn. Central Farm. What is this underground place? How long are we going to stay unaccompanied? It's up. It's somewhere above us, right? So I want to be running around opening all the doors. Oops. Oh god, I'm alive. That. Ah. Where can I jump? Oh. I guess that's just a place to hide. Trigger that elevator in front of that barn with the blue light. God. Why do I have a nasty suspicion that that door is going to open? And the feather bag is going to be standing on the other side of it. Find a pipe and use it to fix the elevator system. Well, I was wrong. He wasn't behind that door, he was behind me. Oh, there he is. Oh, shoot. I see him coming out of the shadows. Just glad he's smart enough to stick his neck through holes. To find 3 pipes? Oh boy. Oh. God, that place was open. Well, we could call the chicken police. They know how to handle this. Oh shit, he's right there. Through the gaps in the wood. Up there he is. Where the hell are we gonna find pipes? Shit. Ain't gonna be that easy. Bird fodder. Oh. Like, which way does he come from? Oh, that way. He's got good stamina. Oh no, he's still going. Shit. Oh, he saw me. Could have sworn I left that door open. Just a second, how? Hear my computer fans going. Oh, yeah, my GPU's only at like 68%. That's safe, right? It's right there. Was there a chicken boss in some other game? I'm trying to remember. God knows there are some bird bosses and gadget twins. Doesn't want to move. That way. Is he gonna come around here? No. Shoot. Oh shit, he's right there. Useful. How well does old Beaky know this barn? Let me know if I run past a pipe, chat. I assume they'll be glowing. Let's try taking that other elevator out. Maybe there's a pipe up there. How good's his hearing? Oh, wait. There he is. Shoot. I close that door. He did not turn the way I thought he turned. Ah! Well, I didn't see a pipe there, so... Reconnaissance successful? I mean, we have to go back further. All the way into the lab. He'll still be headed that way. Should give us a little bit of a lead. Aha! 3 pipes. Together. We're out of stamina. For the slide. I'll probably anticipate this. Still coming. Keep forgetting, do not underestimate the bird. have to come all the way over here. You know I'm hiding. If God's call, they want their food back. Shoot. What the hell? I don't see him though. Also anticipate these boards breaking, but no. The way of the blue light. Well, I did anticipate him breaking down that door, just not that way. Oh dear. I'm alive?
You aren't who I thought you were. But that doesn't mean you're different. What exactly are your intentions? Are you lost? Are you looking for a way out? Or are you here to hurt me? You wouldn't want to hurt me, right? I want you to stay away. And I really don't think you understand what's going on here. I was able to break free and escape. None of you humans were strong enough to stop me. Others weren't so lucky. They weren't strong enough. I saved them. And I killed everyone who got in my way. And I won't stop at you.
Do you guys hear that?
I'll give you a chance. Just open that door, and they'll give you your freedom. Now, promise me that you'll leave. Got that? Never come back.
I'm just going to turn it up slightly. He's asking whether I was going to hurt him. Realized that I wasn't like the others. Talking about how the other humans were weak and he killed them. And now he's giving me a chance to leave. I could hear it, but just barely. Doesn't seem like a terribly long game, or loud game here. Let's see if this is too loud. Do we trust him?
Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Don't kill yourself yet. Wait. Wait a minute. How did you get here? From where you were, it should be impossible to... This is really strange. You shouldn't be down here. We can work with this. Just hang tight. Oh, and if you find any sort of tape recorder, please do not play it. There's a lot of confidential information down here.
Right. Stuff you don't want us to know. Sergeant Corey, if that's even your name. Which is not, as you told us. Hey, Moosey Fate, how are you? A bit of a chicken named Bob. You guys, please go check out Moosey Fate. How are you doing tonight? Yes. We spend a lot of time Peeking through low openings at that chicken's feet. I don't know, so maybe Sebastian is the chicken. Now let's find some tape recordings. Pretty sure Sergeant Corey said if you find any tape recordings, you should play them.
This is Eric's audio journal, day 561. Today marks the 20th anniversary of Sebastian's birth, the product of Project Rebirth, the world's first genetically modified human. It can read, write, and even speak. It's incredible. The pinnacle of our discoveries. We still haven't revealed it to the public. We have to wait. The more tests we can do, the better chances we have of improving it. We just need more testing. But it isn't perfect. It isn't. And we will reattempt Project Rebirth within the next 5 years. I don't care what the executives say. I don't care what the doctors say. I don't care what the mother says. We will get this right.
How much longer are you gonna wait till unveil it? He's like, oh, he's 20. Well, now he's 40. And come to the public. Look, it's the perfect 65-year-old man. The public's like, how much is this costing us in taxpayer money? How did the chicken cross the road with their chicken feet? It makes perfect sense, Moosey Fane. I mean, what? You think a chicken's gonna crawl across the road like a commando? I've never seen a commando chicken. Think a chicken's gonna cross the road in his little chicken kayak? When the road floods in the spring? Nah. Now we're making it too complicated. Okay, but what about a little chicken golf cart? You know? Cruise back and forth across the street. That would certainly get them back and forth faster. Yeah, chicken kayak. Could there be a market for those on, you know, farms in areas prone to flooding? Maybe. I don't know about kayak. Maybe a chicken canoe. Not to be confused with tip canoe. Chicken kayak. Ooh, there. For the 2600. Yeah, I was thinking that sounds like it could be a flash game of some kind, but no, I think you're right. The Atari 2600. Ooh, will the elevators crush us? Let's find out. Let's not say we did. Yep. Build rules. Saw they have a Switch cartridge that's like a compilation of, I think, 150 Atari games from different systems. Now that plug and plays are out of fashion. Oh. Oh yeah, on the smallest Switch card. I'm sure you could fit a lot more than 150. Like, even if you got like 78 Atari 7800 games. Yeah, I mean, couldn't you just like fit every Atari game ever made pre-Jaguar onto one of those puppies? Maybe including the Jaguar. What do I know? Yeah, the whole library is probably 20 megabytes. I saw someone post on Twitter, like calculating, you know, probably the total number of Commodore 64 games on cartridge and tape and floppy, and then being like,
I don't mean to scare you. You and I, we are not different. My name is Sebastian. That's what they've always called me. I've been following you. I've been listening. I know that you don't work here. You are oblivious to what's really going on. I've heard your radio. That voice. I know him. He's not who you think he is. His name is Eric. He created this place. He's the one that has caused us this pain. Eric is evil. He is a monster. And he wants to cause more pain. You and I, we can stop him. Otherwise, he is going to kill us. Both of us. Eric's using you, and he'll kill you.
Are we a GMO too?
You're a loose end. You've seen too much. And the chicken. He wants the chicken. That's why he sent you, right? The chicken's name is Cooper. I doubt he told you that.
I just got the joke.
When Cooper broke out, he saved me. And now, Eric wants to capture him again. He wants to cause more pain. I've got a plan. I'll save us. You just need to lure him down here. Just follow his instructions. I'll save you.
I guess we'll trust you, Sebastian. I didn't get it the first time I saw Cooper and then like bust of the chicken. But Cooper, Bob to his friends. Yeah, like after the Sega Genesis, like the storage starts getting so much bigger. Well, I guess N64 carts are still reasonable size. Like, Genesis games are what, like, I don't know, 600K to 1.2 meg or something, but the N64 games are, God, like a few megs each. Sebastian's glowing eyes. How would you know that? Did you download N64 ROMs in the 90s? I don't know. Did you shut the fuck up, Airplane Lion, in the 90s? Didn't think so. Download N64. Who downloads N64 ROMs? You can play them all online these days. Maybe they were. Maybe they were big. Yeah, like some of the PlayStation ROMs are quite big. Yeah, they went to CDs after
so I
that.
figured it out. This place has gas pipes running behind the walls. If we pump sleeping gas into the pipes, we can put the chicken to sleep without damaging it. And of course, you would also fall asleep, but I'd just wake you up, plain and simple.
Yeah.
At this point,
you would, wouldn't you,
that
Corey?
seems to be our only option. So, you'll need to let the gas into the pipes first, then you'll need to release the gas. Simple enough. If this is the last time we speak, before I wake you up, of course, then I'll just say it's been a pleasure.
Oh, you've been a pleasure too, darling Corey. Oh. Maybe you're right. But yeah, I think N64 is probably the smallest of that generation. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I hope Sebastian has a gas mask. I hear Cooper. Yeah. Well, yeah, we are talking about the memory. It's not like you can hold up a cartridge in your hand and be like, this feels like about a 117 megabyte game. Or maybe there are some people who can do that, just not me. I put it into the pipes. Hiya, Coops. So that button won't work again. Chickens can't jump, right, chat? Wrong way. Oh. Go to hike and... Man, if you catch some snakes and cook them, and you have to bring less food in. Oh, snacks. Right. Man, aren't some snakes edible? I feel like I've had snake meat at some point. Maybe in that wild game cook-off. Oh, wait, if I go around this way, he might not notice me. Yeah, I mean, meat is meat. And lizards are edible. That Danny Dunn book I read when I was 12 is to be believed. Yeah, you go back down there now, Gary. You live there now. Finally got a close-up look at him. The developer is like, yep, this is our model. It's pretty impressive. And I'm like, good. No arguments here. Are lizards as edible as humans, particularly me? Well, hey, if you want to find a large dinosaur who will answer questions on stream, I'd still prefer it not kill and eat me. There's a dinosaur on stream? Oh, the chicken. Somewhere to hide. I think I saw a switch, but chicken. There's a Goosebumps book called Chicken. Goosebumps books had pretty good covers, didn't they? Didn't really chase me. Oh shoot. If I got out just a little sooner. You remember, oh, the logo, yeah. I read most of them as a kid. At some point or another. A couple I still haven't. I'm still saving The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. For what? I don't know. I'll read it to my grandkids. They could make horror games about anything. Yeah, I mean, well, ever since we played the Haunted PS1 demo disc, and played that game about where the bowl of ramen was running around the ramen store trying to kill you, then it's like, okay, horror games, you've lost it. Yeah, a paperclip. Oh no, it's Dark Clip It. Curse of the fluffy blanket. It'll smother you to death. Wait, is that? Oh. Ordinary chickens. Contra poules vanta champs, la première va devant. Or something like that. Y'all shut up. I'm trying to hear Gary. Next one to cluck gets fricasseed. Hoping Gary doesn't see too well in the dark. Is he still coming? Look, look, tasty little meals. What, you don't have to pluck the feathers off them? No, I'm calling the chicken Gary. Because his name's Cooper. And because I abuse myself in a twisted way. It's either that or, I don't know, Hefner. Or... Just hanging with Mr. Cooper. Good. Open that door, though. Oh wait, is that just gonna lead? You don't know I'm here. Your hearing's not that good. Featherhead. Aha.
Per Eric's instructions, we must execute the 43 newly delivered pigs. He says they aren't pure enough, or something. Order more. He's also requesting that we produce more rat embryos of type 16. Also, just a reminder to perform the usual nightly cleaning routine. You forgot last time. Clean the bloodied machinery, sweep the floors, and dust off the bones and deposit them in the bag.
The bones?
Oh, and that Sebastian kid. He's not affected by the sleeping gas. Eric isn't happy.
Oh, good.
Find something stronger.
He's closer to perfect.
No.
I thought Eric would be happy.
One last thing. Those pigs we need to reorder, Eric says he wants exactly 98 pigs. Exactly 98. Not 100. 98. Got that? We'll be terminated if the count is off by 1. Eric's words, not mine.
Well, Eric's a little fussy. But hey, if you gotta kill all the old impure pigs, barbecue. No sense letting them go to waste. But you're only gonna eat perfect meat from now on. Still not pure. It's not my fault you're a horrible person, Mabel. Or something like that. Number 99, I presume. No, the hog's too heavy. Hello. Okay, that got the gas in the pipes. Now we can go release it. he didn't get into the Red Bull. Yes, go that way. And keep going that way. Stand at the wall. Stand staring at the wall for a little while. Meditate. What was that? Oh. Just an alarm. Damn chicken with double arms. And that was him going back. Okay. No, it was here. Can't close that door. How did you get back here? Can they close the door now? I mean, Corey said it was inevitable. Well, if he ain't going back there, we can't. Fuck it.
Yes, thank you. You have no idea how much this means for the lab.
Yeah, but tell me how much it means for the lab in cash or check form, please.
Thank you. I never actually learned your name. Not that I needed to, or even wanted to. You did well as an intern, and I'm sorry it had to end this way. Your sacrifices in the name of science.
Science.
What?
A good cause.
Eric.
How did you...
It's over, Eric. It's over.
Please, don't. Please!
You were never worthy of forgiveness. And for you, I'm so sorry. This world didn't deserve you. And you deserved so much more.
Thanks.
You're safe.
Oh, he didn't kill me.
I killed Eric. He's gone. He can't hurt us anymore. Cooper's also gone. It's better this way.
Okay.
He was filled with too much pain and anger. He was never going to return to normal. He deserves peace. For the first time ever, I am free. You and I, we share something special. We are human.
Close enough?
I am human.
Is he holding out the gun?
I am human.
And that was chicken feet. The developer also played Sebastian. Excuse me. R.I.P. And that was Chicken Feet. Didn't buy the DLC, but I might. It was a good game. It's a game about a giant chicken trying to kill you, and that's all you really need to know. That was fun, though. Let's see, I'll see who we're going to raid, and then I'll tell you, chaps, what's coming up on stream. God, if only. See if there's anybody I know playing something somewhat similar. She's still playing Deus Ex. I rated him recently. And is he playing a SNES game? No. A raid. Let's see if I should find anybody else who's playing something horror, but let's raid Honey Bunny Killer. We haven't in a while. Playing Hidden Paws. But that's what's coming up on stream. So tomorrow, I think... God. We're going to do this. I guess we'll continue Nancy Drew, Lair of the White Wolf. I know that's not what it's called. But I'm like, there's no way I'll be able to finish that and Nameless Inheritance in the next several weeks. Because also... I have to have my streamversary in a couple weeks, and I still have to do the belated Halloween stream. God, it's been a month. So I'll probably do that in a week from tomorrow, and yeah, Sunday will be more Nameless Inheritance. Maybe I should stop doing short horror Saturdays for... Yeah, I'll figure it out. Oh yeah, also it's going to be December, so I usually try and do at least a couple DOS games, like maybe, I don't know, because I've got several games I'm working on and a couple of things I promised, but maybe I'll try and find some DOS for my streamversary, and Hey, now that we finished Biomenace last year, so maybe we'll start another Apogee, classic Apogee game this year and do one episode a year or something. So yeah, RDM Havoc was just playing. They did a remaster of Duke Nukem 1. So, but yeah, we'll at least do some DOS this month. That's what the immediate plans are. Mega Man had a DOS port. I didn't remember that. I mean, I guess several of those Nintendo games did. Gave my baby sister the DOS port of Ninja Gaiden at some point, because she was into ninjas. Not knowing at the time that Ninja Gaiden was one of the hardest video games ever made. Oh, it's not a good port. Too bad. Surprising number of console games and arcade games even did get PC ports. I know you'd played it before, Moosey Fate. Oh, we played the DOS port of the NES Tom and Jerry game a couple years ago. That ended up being surprisingly fun. Yeah, hair on the janky side, but not so bad. Then, like, a few levels in, you come across a giant NES, and it's like, yeah, I think I know which system this game was originally appeared on, chat. Oh, Rare came up with the Donkey Kong Country people. Came up with tech that Nintendo rejected, but they did really well for platformers on PC. Yeah, because a lot of the platformers were kind of rough up to a certain point. I mean, even Commander Keen compared to consoles, but that was like, that was just about on par with Nintendo. Commander Keen was pretty good. Are you sure that wasn't like that? Sure that was Rare, Moosey Fate. All right, they want to keep everyone out. These are our projects. Nobody touches them. But I thought it was. Was it ID Software? Because I thought I remembered. Hairball, welcome in. 52 months. Thank you so much. You guys, please go check out Hairball. Wonderful feline VTuber. Plays a lot of DOS games. We were just talking about DOSember, Hairball. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And I haven't eaten chicken feet. I haven't eaten pig's feet either. What other animals? I haven't eaten any giraffe hooves. I think the local store has like giraffe hooves that are pickled with cardamom. I should check them out next time. The Black Cauldron. It's an old adventure game. Yeah, because I remember reading about it years back. Like, that's... Like, two of them stayed up working on it overnight and then left a disc on the other guy's desk that just said, "Run me." And it was Dangerous Dave and copyright infringement, and it was a recreation of, like, a level from Mario Brothers 3. It's, like, amazing. I wonder if that was the first appearance of Dangerous Dave, or if he'd already existed in one of the older games. I don't know. Which reminds me, I need to read Masters of Doom. I still have a copy back home. Yeah. I can't remember. I wasn't cognizant of PC games at the time. I was like, "Hey Mom, can our computer run Number Munchers?" Maybe not. Yeah, the smooth scrolling. Oh, that was the first Dangerous Dave game. And then we got the well-known ones later, like Dangerous Dave in the Haunted Mansion or Haunted House. Yeah, I know I've played some of the earlier ones, like Dark Ages. Was that one of the first Apogee ones? Kind of rough, but no smooth scrolling. Yeah, a lot of the platforms just had a nice blank background. Oh, no need to scroll. Well, it's funny to think about. Maybe I haven't played that many games from before that. So Mega Man is also like has a choppy background. doesn't scroll as smoothly as the NES version did. Yeah, computers trying to catch up to consoles. Well, I always remember that they advertised Jazz Jackrabbit by saying this kind of graphics and scrolling that you would only expect from a cartridge, but on floppies. Oh, adjusting the CPU speed might help it scroll faster. Yeah, Dangerous Dave. Some of those games are pretty good. We played a game a while back that was heavily inspired by Dangerous Dave. Oh, but some other genres did better. Oh, Monuments of Mars. Yeah, that was another, like, from around the same time as Dark Ages. They called the engine fast, but it was still really choppy. And I remember when I was looking at Apogee or 3D Realms games, they weren't carrying those anymore. Yeah, and fighting games. Oh, I remember seeing screenshots of like the DOS port of what's it called? Street Fighter 1. Nah, I'm not a fan of Halo. But okay, consoles were right. They weren't as good for RTS and FPS, but those genres are kind of born later. But like I know we've talked about it, like RTS, like before, like Dune 2 is probably the first one, and then with FPS. I guess hard to say. What do you call the first real FPS? But yeah, I remember playing Zero Tolerance on the Sega Genesis and be like, oh, this is pretty good for the Genesis. Doesn't look as good as Blake Stone. Oh, you always prefer shooters that use mouse and keyboard. Oh yeah, Halo did get a PC port in the early 2000s, but it redetermined the course of like the development of FPSs in general after that. I mean, I find it easier to play FPSs with keyboard and mouse, like a lot easier, but I just wonder if that's because I didn't play an FPS on the console hardly at all until... When did I try out Halo? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. But it took me a while to get used to using the mouse because, I got started with Doom and Chex Quest because I was behind the times. So I was just used to just using the keyboard. And then I'd be playing build games with just the keyboard, and I think when I first did Half-Life, I was even trying to play it with just the keyboard. Or like Eradicator. In the demo, the mouse automatically locked onto targets, like on the vertical axis, like it does in Doom. But I don't think Eradicator did that in the retail release. I know because I got the demo from Babbage's for 50 cents. But yeah, definitely keyboard and mouse for those. Oh right, and you would have 10 keys, like easily select weapons, but there weren't 10 keys on your console controller unless you're playing the Intellivision, and I would like to see you try and play a proper FPS on the Intellivision. And hey, not that I've looked at their homebrew game library. Oh, it's like after Halo, they would be made for console and then just ported to PC with less thought. Wow. Oh, and now, if they're made for keyboard and mouse, they just downgrade them for, what's it called? For the controllers. Yeah, that's true. It was like around the same time. I forgot. Dangerous Dave and copyright infringement was 90, and then Street Fighter 2 was 91. Ending the golden age of beat-em-ups. Not bitter, not bitter. Kind of bitter. And then, and then Wolfenstein 3D and Dune 2 were both 92. Got it. So yeah, just slightly after that. Okay, yeah, it was like there weren't very many FPSs in like the Genesis and SNES days. I know there were a couple like Zero Tolerance and some Wolfenstein 3D port for the SNES and a Noah's Ark game for the SNES. Was it Time Cop? Was that one of them? Yeah, in different ways they were each playing catch up to each other. Some genres were better suited to one or the other. And they were both trying to catch up to arcade graphics. Did they ever? I mean, I don't know. Like, can the Switch 2 have graphics as good as an arcade game released in 2025? PC wins in other ways. Yeah, the performance is much less of an issue now as everything has gotten closer. And Nintendo did not wanting to have a PC port of Super Mario Brothers 3. And Nintendo's made a few blunders in their day. I mean, I mostly game on PC just because it's easy. I have a PC and I can play so many games on it, and so many cheap games, and so many old games. Now, real hardware doesn't have a problem with competing with arcade. I'm not as familiar with that many of the modern arcades. Oh, right, it's not all like people can do anything with PC. But I know some of the modern games or arcade games are running off computers. Because I remember going to like Dave and Buster's, which is one of the bigger arcades around here in, God, I think that was 2015 or so. And one of the arcade games was down and it just had an error screen that was like clearly Windows XP or something. And I'm like, hey, just glorified dedicated computers. What goes on here? But thinking about like, what's it called? Like House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn or something. I assume they'd have to have like a graphical downgrade if they were going to port that. When are they going to port that? I've got ports of most of the House of the Dead games. Oh, the fourth one, alas. Arcade, console, and PC are all like technically viable. Oh, they were all computers in one way or another. Yeah, but computer is just so easy. And I probably will get a console again at some point. God knows I've got console games back home. I was looking at Switch games today because I'm like doing Christmas shopping for my sister and her fiance, and there's some pretty interesting looking ones there. And half of them are remasters or remakes. It's like, it's the Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja remaster on the Switch. And I'm like, did somebody ask for that? I didn't ask for that. But then they had one that's like, 2 classic horror games, Halloween and Ash vs. the Evil Dead. And I'm like, now you've got me thinking maybe I should own a Switch. Especially as the prices go down as the Switch 2 takes over. No, I shouldn't. Oh, computer has more freedom and ownership. Except, of course, for the fact that we don't own our Steam games, or some of them. That's why we buy on GOG. The Egret 2. Oh, okay, like basically miniature arcade machines. I have seen some of those. Like the tabletop ones. So much more size conscious. Okay, you can, because you can back up your files and still own them, I guess, or keep them. You know, Steam won't let you re-download the game or something. But with consoles, don't you own them if you buy, like... Oh, because you don't necessarily own the hot... Because, like, I've read this Switch can, like... Nintendo's a way to remotely destroy your console if they think you're modding it or doing something they don't like, which is terrifying. But, like, with other things, like, if you buy the game, you own the game, right? Like, once you buy a... But, I mean, some of the Switch games, I know you have to download part of them. So, I don't know. I keep wondering about that. Like, at some point, is Nintendo going to be like, okay, it's 2035, we're not going to let you download the Switch games you bought anymore. If you have them on a hard drive, good for you. Otherwise, I don't know. You had them for 15 years, I don't know what you want. I'm sorry, I'm being dystopian again. I'd heard about that, like cases that are just have a download code. Make your own physical media. It's like, well, it's kind of like the developers talk, PC developers telling you, remember, to make backup copies of your software. And like, we played the first Carol Reed game, and one of the first ones. And they might have just been distributed on CD-ROM then. Like, they came across a backup copy of one of the games, and the Carol was like, oh good, somebody made a backup copy of their PC game. That's what you should do. Or something like that. Don't have it quite right. That was a couple of years ago. Yeah, no, I'm just exaggerating the current trends, which I don't really understand, because I haven't been following, because... An optical disc with a 100-year lifespan. Oh, like those archival gold-plated CD-ROMs they used to sell? Now I remember those. But physical media doesn't necessarily last that long. But I always wondered, how long do cartridges last? I mean, I don't know that we really have data yet until, like, Odyssey Squared cartridges just start spontaneously dying. But yeah, actually, I hadn't really thought about that. I'm just like, I don't know about my CD-ROMs and my floppies, but okay, yeah, I just remember seeing them in stores. I think some of them, they said they didn't mean literally gold. There's like gold level, like gold because these archival discs are so good and guaranteed for 100 years. Oh yeah, I know cartridges have batteries, mostly. But the good thing is, like, for saves, like I know for the Genesis, if it was SRAM based, like Sonic 3, if your cartridge stopped saving, it was like, that's bad. But like, Beyond Oasis, or I think maybe Sword of Vermilion, it was just a battery, so you could easily just replace it with another watch battery. Oh, M-Disc. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought you were talking about optical discs like CDs. I haven't heard of M-Disc or M-Disc. I don't know. Sounds kind of like something from Resident Evil, if you ask me. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's nice. Okay, the gold level CDs and DVDs aren't as good as M-Disc. I just remember seeing on the packaging, like, this disc is guaranteed to work for 100 years. And I'm like, yeah, well, as somebody who bought VHS from Bollywood Video when they were clearing it out, and they assured me that they were giving it lifetime guarantees. Gotta wonder just how solid of a guarantee this is. To be fair, all of my Hollywood VHS are still working, to my knowledge, so it's a moot point. Yeah, exactly. It's like, will the company last 100 years? I mean, perhaps they hope they will, but God, and they probably would have had to save the original receipt. Like, hey, it's been 80 years and this CD-ROM failed, and they're like, well, if you kept the original receipt from when you bought it from Staples. God, I ain't quite that OCD. Close, but not quite. It'll be fun to keep it around. Like, have the date and, like, yeah, in my will specifically be like, you don't get my collection of computer games unless you keep that receipt and keep tracking the time of those discs that are supposed to last for 100 years. It's about the principle of the thing. Oh, God. I'm sounding like people at work. Well, that's interesting about the egret. Is SNK also has mini PCs with a bunch of their games. So it's like the successor to the plug and plays, just, a lot pricier. Oh, just like have multiple hard drives and like back up a couple new ones each year. I wonder, like, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and even cartridges aren't rated to last 50 years. I wonder. Damn, and I just assumed my Sega Genesis games would work forever, and my great-great-grandchildren would be playing them. Maybe I should stop buying them. Nah, that's crazy talk. I'm still going to buy them. And VHS. Yeah, I still have VHS from the early 80s that work perfectly. Oh, wow. Wow. So this, like, the CDRs that you burn only rated for 10 years. That's nothing. God. And the company, only 30 years. I have had a couple of old, like, computer games, like, mostly... Like, I think of one indie one in particular, which was a rare shovelware compilation, which has games that I don't know exist on the line anymore, but that disc wasn't working. I wonder if it's just bit rot because they burned it on their own CD-ROM writer. Oh, freshly pressed isn't necessarily more archival long-term. Got it. Like, yeah, if it's 30 years, I mean, yeah, there are CD-ROMs out for more than 30 years. I think the oldest 3 1/4 floppy disk that I played was one from 1985. And that was... Well, I played that back in 2017, but if Tom and Jerry was from like 89 or something, I have to look it up, but if I played that disc on stream... God, it reminds me, I gotta try and figure out how to archive that rare snake clone I have. I think it has some kind of copy protection that was foiling me if I didn't have enough to do. So, and they market them as being stable that long, but it doesn't necessarily mean the data's that safe. Oh, they can last 3 times that much time, but you're just taking the risk. That's fascinating. But I've always have been fascinated about data preservation and such. And yeah, I mean, I think I thought about that, like, if you're trying to save all, like, really make sure that data is preserved, the only way is to keep putting it on a new hard drive. As my parents would say, you can't save everything. As I would say. Yes, I can. That's interesting. I'm going to read up on that M-disc thing. Okay, but I'll probably... Oh, they're like rated to last for. It's just a reasonable assumption. Yeah, 'cause I know some things do fail. Oh, M discs aren't as big. Oh man, thinking about it, a CD-ROM doesn't hold that much data by today's standards. But it's longest lasting and more reliable than hard drives. It's wild how cheap like hard drives have gotten. Big hard drives. Oh yeah. Like use RAR to split it up into multiple files, and then like you have to do with some of those big games and such. 20 terabytes, wow. I think the biggest one I've seen in a store is like, was it 12 or something? Oh god, it takes 25 hours just to format. Right, that's so gigantic. But hey, you only have to format it once. Ooh, I hope it's a solid state drive. Yeah, stuff you don't use regularly. Oh, okay. Like a traditional hard disk drive. Yeah, I mean, I know that traditional hard drives are a lot cheaper than solid state. Like, I can't remember what this one has. This one might have a solid state, but it's only 500 gigs. Like our computer, I have a cheapo PC at work we got a couple of years ago that has a 2 terabyte hard drive, but that's just, a regular hard disk. But I know it said that solid state drives were more secure and failed less, although then maybe a year ago I saw an article that was like, yeah, but are they that much more now that we're getting for them to be older? Oh shoot, you have to keep powering them on regularly to keep it from losing the data? Oh, that's scary. God, I don't think I... God, I think all mine are mechanical, I hope. Hope all my external hard drives are mechanical then. Yeah, you can just leave them in the bin for years, plug them back in. They should be good to go. Unless they failed. Then you put them in your freezer and see if that helps. I read it online, so it must be true. But I am thankful that we have so much more storage at our fingertips now. And yeah, that's keeping pace with the new ones. Mechanical fails more with use, and solid state fails more without use. God, I wonder if I should start turning off my PC more often then. So, God, there's no perfect solution. Interesting to know about. Oh, okay. Writes and rewrites. God, I do write to my hard drive a lot because I record all my VODs onto my hard drive while I'm streaming just as a backup in case there are stream issues. And then I, like each month I'll delete them to free up space. That's why my hard drive is always, more full than not. Because most of the games I play are pretty small. I mean, Chicken Feet was an unusually big one, and that's like 8 or 9 gigs. Yeah, I guess because for the longer games I play, it's so rare I play. I'm trying to think what I've done more than recently than the Doom reboot. Interesting. Solid state loses size with writes and rewrites. Oh. I mean, I've never really looked into it. Because when I was getting external hard drives, I would tend to go for the cheaper Okay, it's still likely to outlast the computer for the average user. That's good. Because I keep computers for a long time. Which reminds me, I gotta finish backing up all the data on my Windows 7 PC back home. It was working fine. Can't stream off it. I tried that when I first started out streaming, and it just... Well, the games I tried, it wouldn't work. It was too fussy. But I imagine it wouldn't anyway. But those old computers keep working for a good while. There's no one universal best option. I don't know to what degree speed is an issue in everyday use. But that's good to know about the M disk. Maybe they will look into that for archival purposes, at least for my most important files. Or tape. Yes, going back to putting programs on tape. C64 all over again. Ooh. Can they start broadcasting programs over the radio? Like they did back in the 80s in England. Or so I've read. I read it on the internet, so it must be true. I don't even try to keep up with the newer technology, so that's great to hear about. Tapes for big archival backups. Oh, that you only go back to for like emergencies, so that you would probably never have to go back to. Yeah, like the average user probably isn't going to need to do that. Especially when we can just use hard drives. Let me see. I should probably raid out and get dinner. It's getting a little bit late, even though I enjoy talking with you guys about storage and media. 2 identical hard drives. Always have 2. Yeah, that seems like a good idea, and that's probably what I should be working towards. At least, it's not much on this PC that I need to back up. Just a few things, but more from... stuff I'll worry about later. It's too easy to put off backing up everything, and too much stuff in life, getting life in order. Yeah. Just good enough for now. I didn't know it's smart to have more than one, so... Yeah, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Do it monthly. Oh, if you have it automated, like one of those things. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be so bad. Okay, but we're gonna raid Honey Bunny Killer, who's playing, is it Paws? Hidden Paws. Oh, it's better if you automate it. Yeah, that doesn't matter if you forget it. Because it'll happen anyway. Okay, so we're going to raid Honey Bunny Killer, and I'm going to get dinner, and then try and talk myself out of doing more work tonight. But thank you guys for hanging out and watching me beat Chicken Feet. It's a fun game. Fun enough that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't mind if this went on longer. But I appreciate all the chatters and all the lurkers. And thank you guys for the raids tonight, and the new follows, and the resubs, and everything. You can back up network drives remotely. Wow. Amazing. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter and MySpace and find VODs of my past streams up on YouTube. And yeah, the plan is still to be continuing Nancy Drew White Wolf of Icicle Creek tomorrow. So I hope that everybody has a great night. Say hi to Honey Bunny Killer. And yeah, I'll see you guys then.